In the bustling heart of a city where life moves at a relentless pace, there lived a woman named Ilara. She wasn't a celebrity or a politician, but her story is one of profound compassion, a tale that whispers of the quiet power of one person's determination. This is the story of the woman who saved 1,000 stray dogs, a true testament to secret wisdom found not in ancient books, but in the unconditional love of an animal. Ilara's journey began on a rainy Tuesday evening. Hurrying home from work, huddled under her umbrella, she saw him, a small, scruffy terrier, shivering uncontrollably in a doorway. His fur was matted, his ribs were starkly visible, and his eyes held a look of such profound despair that Ilara felt it in her own heart. Others rushed past, oblivious or indifferent. But Ilara stopped. She couldn't just walk away. That night she coaxed the frightened dog, whom she later named Buster, into her small apartment. That single act of kindness was the first stone cast, creating ripples she could never have imagined. Buster was just the beginning. Once Ilara opened her eyes to one stray, she began seeing them everywhere. A limping German shepherd near the industrial park, a litter of puppies abandoned in a cardboard box behind a supermarket, a blind old poodle wandering aimlessly near a busy road. Her heart ached for each one. Her small apartment soon became a temporary haven. It wasn't easy. The barking, the mess, the vet bills. It was overwhelming. Her friends thought she was crazy. "You can't save them all, Ilara," they'd say. "It's a losing battle." And for a while, it felt like one. There were moments of sheer exhaustion and doubt, moments when the task seemed impossibly large. She'd sit on her floor, surrounded by hopeful, trusting faces, and wonder if she was making any difference at all. The city pound was overcrowded and underfunded. Resources were scarce. But then she would look into the eyes of a dog she had just rescued, a dog who was slowly learning to trust again, to wag its tail, to feel safe, and she knew she couldn't stop. The secret wisdom she was discovering was this: you don't have to save the whole world to make a world of difference. You just have to save one world at a time. Realizing she couldn't do it alone, Ilara started a small social media page. She called it the Second Chance Circle. She posted photos and stories of the dogs she rescued. Not just sad pictures of their past, but joyful videos of them playing, learning to fetch, and cuddling on her couch. She shared their personalities, the mischievous nature of Pip, the gentle spirit of Luna, the goofy smile of Rocco. She wasn't just showing people stray dogs. She was introducing them to individuals, to friends waiting for a home. The response was slow at first. A few likes, a comment here and there. But Ilara was persistent. She posted every single day. And then something magical started to happen. Her authenticity and unwavering dedication resonated with people. A local bakery offered to donate day-old bread. A college student volunteered to walk the dogs in the afternoon. A retired man offered to help with repairs around her now chaotic apartment. Donations, small at first, started trickling in $5 here, $20 there. It wasn't a flood, but it was a steady stream, enough to keep going. The Second Chance Circle grew from a small social media page into a real community. People started sharing her posts, and adoption inquiries began to arrive. Ilara was meticulous. She interviewed every potential adopter, ensuring her beloved dogs were going to genuinely loving homes. She organized small adoption events in the local park. Families came not just to look, but to connect. Children would fall in love with a scruffy mutt, and parents would see the pure joy in their eyes. Each adoption was a bittersweet victory for Ilara. It was heartbreaking to say goodbye, but it was also a moment of ultimate triumph. A cage was now empty, ready for another soul in need. As her reputation grew, so did the challenges. She faced criticism from neighbors about the noise. She dealt with the heartbreak of rescuing dogs who were too sick or injured to be saved. There were nights she cried herself to sleep, mourning the ones she lost. But for every moment of sorrow, there were 100 moments of joy. The first time a terrified dog let her pet it. The text message from an adopter with a picture of their new best friend sleeping soundly on their bed. The community of volunteers who had become her second family. One day, a young journalist heard about Ilara's work and decided to write a story about her. The article, titled "The Angel of the Alleys," went viral. Suddenly, Ilara's mission was thrown into the spotlight. The city took notice. Major news outlets came calling. Large-scale donations started pouring in. What started in a small apartment had blossomed into a full-fledged movement. With the new funds and a wave of public support, Ilara was able to achieve her ultimate dream. She purchased a large plot of land just outside the city and established a proper sanctuary. It wasn't a kennel with cold concrete floors. It was a haven with spacious green fields for running, comfortable indoor areas, and a dedicated team of staff and volunteers. It was a place for healing, not just for the dogs, but for the people who came to help. Years passed. The sanctuary thrived. One sunny afternoon, Ilara was walking through the fields, watching dozens of dogs run and play freely. A volunteer approached her with a clipboard. "Ilara," she said with a smile, "I was just updating our records. Do you realize that with Charlie's adoption today, we have officially found homes for 1,000 dogs?" Ilara stopped and looked around. 1,000. The number seemed surreal. She thought back to that rainy night, to that one shivering terrier named Buster. She never set out to save 1,000 dogs. She only ever set out to save one, and then another, and then another. The secret wisdom Ilara embodied wasn't about grand gestures or heroic ambitions. It was about the profound impact of showing up, of choosing compassion over indifference, one small act at a time. It is a reminder that we all have the power to create ripples of kindness that can grow into a wave of change. Ilara's story isn't just about saving dogs. It's about saving a piece of our own humanity. It teaches us that love, in its purest form, is not a finite resource. The more you give, the more you have. Thank you for joining us on Tales of Secret Wisdom. If Ilara's story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales that uncover the wisdom hidden in our world. Until next time, keep your heart open